Welcome to Paranormal UK Radio, the flagship on the Paranormal UK Radio network. I'm your host, Irene and Mark, and with me once again, is Mark Johnson.
Hello.
Now, did that sound a little bit uppity to you, Mark? After last week, you making that comment about me being droll and blah, blah, blah?
Well, it's a little little chipper there, but yeah.
All right, so trust the dog to bark just then. Oh my gosh. And no, she stopped snoring. No, she hasn't.
No. So we're joined tonight by Irene and her dogs.
Yeah, they're all in here with me. They're sprawled out on the floor because they're very hot. And
you're having such a heat wave over there right now.
Yeah, I tell you. It's unbearable. I'm all burnt. Literally burnt. But I'm getting my suntan for Italy.
Well, we're
ahead
having
of time.
Well, there you go. But then you'll be all set. But over here, we're having record high temperatures in June. It was yesterday. It was so hot in Phoenix, Arizona, that they grounded all the airplanes. It was literally too hot to fly.
My gosh.
That is a record. It was, I think they reached almost 120 degrees in Phoenix.
Well, I know people over here have been collapsing and been taken to hospital with heat exhaustion. My daughter-in-law was one of them. So,
but it's June.
No, it is hot.
This is what gets me. It's mid-June. Summer, it just started today, Wednesday, the 21st. So it amazes me. What are we in for July and August?
Well, I don't know about you, but we're more than likely to get rain and snow because we only get a couple of weeks summer a year, and it looks like we've had it.
Well, let's see how long it goes this time. Maybe with all these changes going on, you're going to have hotter weather. I mean, this is one thing. The one big debate that goes on out there is, global warming. And you have the faction saying, global warming is going to kill us all. And the other side said, nope, it doesn't exist. And climate change. And they try to deny it. And I'm one of these people that, all I have to do is look around and go, yeah, there's climate change. And do I think mankind is responsible for some of it? Absolutely. We have to be. We have such a big footprint. But you also have to take into consideration that everything is cyclical. You know, the other planets are also experiencing different weather coming from the sun. With the sun is going through some solar cycles. So, this planet, we haven't stayed a nice steady temperature through our whole history. Look, we've had ice ages.
Do you know something, right? When I first moved into this house 10 years ago, that was the first hot summer, and it was hot all the way through the summer. Since then, we've only had a week here, a week there, down in Wales. We've never had a full summer of sunshine. We haven't. We've had rain, we've had sleet, we've had snow in the summer, we've had wind, storms. But we've never. Last year was only about 3 or 4 weeks. I'm sure of it. The sun shone.
That's
in the whole of the summer. The year before that was absolutely terrible. I think we got a week in April or something like that of sunshine, and then we never saw it again. But this year, so far, we're having a heat wave, and I should imagine it'll be finished by the end of the week. And we'll be back to normal.
Whatever normal is, the way. Yeah. There's so much change going on these last several years, and you can't deny it. I don't blame it all on man, because I think this is cyclical. Though the Earth and the solar system itself goes through cycles. And, we're going to have change. We may have drastic changes. We're going to have to learn how to adapt to it. Can't keep everything all nice and even and steady as much as we would like to. And then the other thing that's going on right now...
I think we've adapted over here. We've adapted because we can manage the snow, the rain, anything that's chucked at us.
Well, because you're used to the crappy weather over there.
Yeah.
That's all what you get majority of the time.
That's it.
Over here, the other thing that we have to keep an eye on, I'm keeping a close eye on right now, is up in Yellowstone National Park, which is a few hundred miles north of me. They're reading a lot more seismic activity, and they're starting to worry that Yellowstone sits on a huge volcanic caldera. It's not just a volcano like Vesuvius. This is an entire area, almost the size of the state, that is all molten magma down below. And it's going to blow someday. And when that thing blows, it will be the biggest thing to ever explode on this planet. And it's making a lot of worrisome rumbles right now. So,
yeah. Let's hope it don't do it in our lifetime or our grandchildren's.
No, because, well, you know what? If it does, I'm going to be very busy during that time. I'm going to be busy evaporating in the upper atmosphere.
What about us then? Because it'll affect us over here as well, won't it?
Oh, yeah. The whole northern hemisphere will be covered in smoke and ash and will cause unusually low temperatures. It'll be like almost like a nuclear winter.
Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
And talking about something terrible, have you heard what's been happening over here?
Yeah. And
Grenville House, the fire at Grenville House, and then the attack on the mosque at Finsbury Park.
What's the old Chinese curse? May you live in interesting times.
Oh, I don't know about interesting times, but since they've done the two different bridges, the attacks with ISIS on the two bridges in London, everything just seems to be happening.
Well, literally. And it's caused the backlash. Now you had that one idiot who plowed down those people in front of the mosque, getting his revenge. And you know what? He's a moron. They're calling him a terrorist. No, he's a moron. He's somebody who just got fed up and took matters into his own hands, vigilante justice. But you know what? He went after the wrong people.
He did.
Innocents, people who just going into worship. And not all Muslims are evil, even though I get real frustrated with the religion as a whole. They're not all evil. And you can't react in that way. So, but unfortunately, the frustration everybody's feeling because it feels like the government, nobody else is really doing anything about it. And then you have your moron Muslim sympathizer mayor over there saying, oh, it's just something we've got to live with. Well, no, not exactly. There are ways to handle it, but you're not making your people feel any better about it. So, and then that great fire in that building. And now
there's nothing great about it.
Well, great as in awestruck, huge,
it
incredible.
Was terrible. Towering Inferno. And now it's the death tolls up to over 100 people have died. And and now it's coming out that there's so much that could have been done to prevent it, but greed keeps it from happening. And yeah, it's all cuts and money at the end of the day. And these poor people are suffering. And even now, I heard on the news today that a lot of them are sleeping in their cars, although the authorities have tried to, they've put a lot of people up into hotels, but there's still some that aren't getting into the system. They're sleeping in their cars or sleeping in the open out in the parks because they've got nowhere to go and they're not getting any help.
And that's ridiculous. And then yet at the same time, our governments are funding so many other things that they shouldn't be funding overseas. Yeah. I won't get into that rant because that'll take up a whole show. We've got guests to introduce.
Yeah.
So why don't we go ahead and get right on to that?
All right, here we go. We've got a very interesting show for everybody tonight. It's coming straight from Italy, and we have our interpreter with us, Maria Di Palma. Hello, Maria.
Hello.
Hi. Maria will be translating for us tonight, but our guest is somebody that has a paranormal group, the Italian Paranormal Research Group out in Italy, and investigates some absolutely brilliant places. And his name is Carmelo Paparone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Carmelo. Ciao.
Ciao a tutti. Ciao
tutti.
Dall'Italia.
Oh, gosh. Maria, did I mess up on his name this time?
No, that was very well done.
Okay.
All right, then. Carmelo, first of all, we want to know, where is your group situated?
Di dove è il tuo gruppo?
Forlì vicino Bologna.
It's from Forlì, near Bologna.
So that's up the north of Italy, isn't it?
It's Bologna Central, yeah.
Oh, it's in the center of Italy.
Yes, just up.
Just up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fine. And how many people are in his paranormal group?
Quante persone di quanto è composto il tuo gruppo?
Da 7 persone.
7 people.
7 people. And is any of those a medium?
Qualcuno del gruppo è un sensitivo, una sensitiva?
Sì, 2 ragazze.
2 of them.
Two girls.
Ladies,
Two girls are mediums. Okay.
Well,
and how do they go about, what sort of places do they actually investigate? Is it private homes or is it historical buildings?
Quali sono i posti dove andate a investigare per ricerca? Case private, castelli o grotte, queste cose qua?
Castelli e case private, entrambe le cose. Da dove ci chiamano noi andiamo.
It's castles, even private homes, or wherever they call them, they go.
Okay. So some of these historical castles and everything, I know what Italian castles like. They're beautiful. Are they, is there any particular ones that they like to, or any particular castle that they like to investigate?
Ha chiesto se lei sa che i castelli italiani sono particolari e sono molto belli, però lei dice c'è qualche castello che adesso state facendo ricerche.
Abbiamo fatto da poco la Rocca Ubardinesca, il castello della Rocca Ubardinesca, che è stata l'indagine più bella e terrificante fino adesso.
La
Rocca Ubardinesca.
Ubardinesca.
Esatto.
Carmelo said that they've just recently went to investigate this La Rocca, the castle of La Rocca Ubardinesco. She says it's been a very beautiful experience.
In what way? What type of activity did they encounter during the investigation?
Che tipo di attività avete venuto a trovarvi?
Allora, nel teatro della Rocca, c'è un teatro antico dove abbiamo fatto l'esperimento della pallina che si è mossa da sola e poi con la termocamera abbiamo fatto una foto e abbiamo ripreso un cavaliere.
Ha detto che nel teatro del castello, there is a theater there, and of the castle have found, they've done the experiment of the little ball, and it was moving, and with a camera, they took a photo of a cavalier.
Oh, cavalier. And they had a little ball there as a trigger object then?
That's it, and it moved apparently, he was saying.
Oh, it moved. And they got a photograph of a cavalier. Wow.
For us ugly Americans, what is a cavalier?
Cavalier.
It's a knight.
A knight, yes.
Yeah.
Like a French one. You ever heard of the 3 cavaliers?
The 3 knights, or the 7 knights, I think they've noticed.
D'Artagnan and all them. Did you know
that's Musketeer.
The Musketeers, they are
3
They
Musketeers.
are
Yeah, Musketeers, cavaliers.
I know the Tres Caballeros.
Yes, you've heard of the 7 knights?
Yes.
The life, death, whatever it's called, all those that have 7 knights. Well, they are the 7 cavaliers of life.
Ah.
Well, one of those. It's a cavalier.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And how old is this castle, Maria?
Di che età è il castello?
Il castello è del 1500.
1500.
Wow.
1500s.
Yeah.
Did it belong to somebody famous? Was at that particular time? Was it a king or a queen or of Italy or anything?
Di chi era il castello a quei tempi o è ancora?
A quei tempi il castello era del proprietario del feudo di Pesaro, che era
Pesaro.
un passaggio importante per l'economia delle Marche, e poi l'ha progettato un mago alchimista che si chiamava appunto Ubaldo.
Ubaldo. Right. It belonged to Pesaro, and it belonged to the Marche, which was a economist place at that period of that 1500. And also
Marquis.
there was a Marquist. That's it.
Yeah.
And also it was projected by this alchemist. His name was Ubaldo.
Alchemist.
Alchemist, the similar alchemist that I sent you a book about, the alchemist in Ravello, a similar thing to that.
Yeah.
Well, at that period, you would hear a lot of this.
Mm-hmm. So there is plenty of paranormal activity in this castle to investigate. How long were they there?
Ha chiesto se ci sono parecchi di questi paranormali nei castelli d'intorno a Pesaro, e quanto tempo siete stati al castello?
Allora, quella notte abbiamo fatto tutto un sabato notte, e oltre alla pallina e al cavaliere è apparsa anche in una videocamera fissa all'infrarosso una dama bianca che è la leggenda del castello.
Right, they were there all night, all Saturday night, and where they did that little bowl experiment, and apparently while they were doing that, it appeared a lady in white, which is supposed to be the lady of the castle.
Did they see her?
They got avete una foto di lei, vero?
Abbiamo un video.
They have a video of that.
How did she appear on the video? Was she like a mist?
Come è apparsa? È nebbiato o si vede?
No, si vede benissimo apparire davanti a una finestra per un secondo e poi sparire.
You see visually, you can see her appearing in a window, and just for 1 second, and then you don't see her anymore.
Okay, and are these pictures on his website? Because we'll give his website out later on.
Right, queste foto o questi video sono sul sito, sul tuo sito, perché adesso più tardi daranno il nome del tuo sito.
Sì, si può trovare tutto sul sito o sul canale YouTube, che entrambi si possono cercare digitando Italian Paranormal Research.
Okay, so it's also on YouTube as well. Right.
Yes, and you can find it all on Italian Paranormal Research.
Okay.
.com mi sembra che sia. È .com, vero?
No, .it.
IT.
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 Yes, I'm on there now. If Carmelo, what made you interested in researching the paranormal?
Mark vuole sapere che cosa ti ha interessato del paranormale. Come sei entrato nell'interesse di questo paranormale?
Sono entrato esattamente quando avevo 17 anni, quindi più di 15 anni fa, perché ho fatto una registrazione con un vecchio registratore in una stanza vuota, e lì mi si è stata impressa una voce, e poi da lì è partito tutto l'interesse fino ad arrivare all'anno scorso che ho fondato il gruppo.
He started when he was 17 because he had an old recorder, and on there he recorded a voice, and from there everything started until he's got this founder of this new site.
How long has he been investigating the paranormal now?
Since he was 17, I think.
17? Okay. Now, with the trying to think of the simplest way to ask this question, the the type of research that they do, does he try to do more scientific research, or is he open to experimenting with other types of techniques?
Mark ha chiesto, il tuo tipo di ricerca è scientifico o è per altri tipi di cosa normale?
Il nostro metodo di ricerca mette a confronto le sensazioni delle medium, delle sensitive, con il riscontro delle attrezzature. E nei nostri video mettiamo soltanto i risultati avuti in questo modo, quindi le sensazioni più le conferme delle attrezzature.
His method of research uses the sensation of the medium, but on the video he just gets what results of what he gets of the research.
I think I understand. So he uses the mediums while they're there, but then they pick up evidence using the different types of equipment?
That's it. And after that, he gives you, on the video, all you can see is what the results of what he gets.
Mm-hmm.
But he uses these sensitives or these mediums to get the results.
Okay, interesting. Carmelo, in the investigations that you have done, you mentioned that you've gotten photos of the Cavalier or a woman. How often are you able to capture an apparition of a ghost?
Carmelo.
Sì.
Carmelo, ha chiesto Mark la investigazione che stai facendo, hai fatto a questo castello. È molto spesso che hai visto questo cavaliere o questa signora, questa lady, nei tuoi apparizioni? Appaiono spesso?
Di solito sì. Nessuna indagine, non siamo mai tornati a casa con nulla in mano. Questo qui è stato particolare perché le apparizioni sono state dall'inizio fino alla fine. Sembrava più un film horror che un'indagine paranormale, anche perché verso la fine abbiamo trovato addirittura un libro aperto nel castello dove c'era una scritta: grazie per la visita.
Oh Dio. Ha detto che di solito lui non va mai a casa, he never goes home without anything at all. He says, but on this it's been a bit odd, he says, because these apparitions have been all the way through, and also in the end, he says they found a book opened with "Thank you for your visit." Sounds very strange to me.
I guess they like them coming by and investigating.
Yeah, that's good time.
Ha detto che forse veramente hanno avuto piacere di ricevervi, ha detto.
Quello che abbiamo avuto l'impressione anche noi, in più in questa indagine avevamo un ospite, e noi portiamo sempre degli ospiti fra chi ci segue, fra la gente che ci segue alle nostre indagini, proprio per avere un testimone che quello che succede non è inventato da noi.
Aspetta che traduco questo.
Ok.
Ha detto Carmelo che di solito, he says, it seems strange to him as well, but usually they have a guest apparently, and I've noticed, I looked on his website, and he's inviting guests to get a like, and the biggest one that gets the more votes, more liking, shares, he will go and be with the group and do this, to see this apparition. He says, and this one, they usually take a guest with them, and even this just to see that at least they've got someone outside themselves that can vouch for that. And this time there was a guest as well with them.
Irene, I think that on your upcoming trip, you need to become a guest.
Yeah, I'll have to take Maria as a translator. Well, that's a very good idea to have a guest there.
It's a very good idea, yes. And hold on, I'll translate that. Carmelo.
Sì?
Ha detto Mark, ti piacerebbe andare, che a Irene viene come ospite?
Assolutamente.
Yes, absolutely.
Assolutamente sì, e ti dirò di più, l'ospite in questo castello era Sabina di Masterchef 5, quindi una persona ben conosciuta in Italia.
Apparently, he said he would like Irene to be there, and he also said that apparently on the guest at this castle, it was somebody well known in Italy, Sabina. So I suppose she's well known as a medium in Italy.
Oh,
Well, since Irene,
so she's an independent witness to everything that he finds. Then that's good.
yeah,
No,
and
this was only on the castle, but they usually have independent guests. Yes.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
well, considering that Irene, every castle you go to, you seem to catch them. So I figure it'd be perfect.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true.
Yep. The Carmelo, what is your beliefs in terms of ghosts and spirits? Are you more traditional in believing that they are spirits of people who have died, or do you feel could be other types of phenomenon?
Carmelo.
Sì.
Carmelo, Mark ha chiesto quali sono i tuoi credenze, la tua credenza del discorso che i spiriti o hai altri che tu credi?
Allora, io penso che quello che noi troviamo nei castelli non siano spiriti di defunti o anime di defunti, ma semplicemente delle energie impresse nel luogo ai tempi che quell'essere vivente viveva e quindi io paragono sempre le energie che troviamo alle impronte digitali e infatti io le chiamo impronte energetiche.
He's saying that he doesn't believe that it would be dead people there, but he says it could be. He believes that in these old places like castles, there is energy that people have lived there, and of living people that were there. That's what he was looking for.
Have you ever come across anything demonic anywhere that he's actually researched? Demonic. Demon.
Demonic or negative?
Oh, yes. Irene vuole sapere se hai avuto esperienza con demoni, cosa del genere.
Abbiamo registrato un file audio che amplificandolo al massimo abbiamo riscontrato una voce abbastanza inquietante che sembrava dire Belial, sembrava nominare il demone Belial.
Belial.
Esatto.
He says he has had a recording of a voice, a very disturbing voice that he seems to be talking about the Belian, the word Belium, a name. I think it was Baal or Belian, that was a name.
Belial, con la L finale.
Belial.
No, I know the name. Yeah, we shouldn't speak
Belial,
it.
whatever it's called.
It's Belial. We pronounce it Belial over here. That is a demonic entity that people have reported experiencing in some very negative cases. Okay.
Sì, conosce il nome e sa cosa vuol dire.
Okay.
So was it very gravelly and deep and growly?
Com'era la voce? Era pesante, paurosa?
Era molto pesante.
It was very heavy voice.
E gridava.
And he was shouting.
It was shouting. Wow. What did it say?
Che cosa diceva?
Era proprio il nome che gridava in continuazione il nome, Belial, 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 sempre alzando il volume.
It was just using the same voice, but he was doing it in various tone and then going higher and higher.
See, yeah.
I can imagine that.
You can.
Yeah, very much so. I've heard similar recordings in the past.
Yeah. And was this
Hang on, she's asking a question. What's that, Maria?
Mark, volevo solo dirgli che anche tu avevi capito, hai sentito di queste cose qua.
Ok.
Anche Mark aveva capito?
Ok. Anche nel castello di Azzurrina, a Montebello, che è famosissimo, si è avuta la stessa registrazione più o meno simile, sempre col nome di Belial.
He said that even in the castle of Azzurrina that everybody knows, he says they've had the same experience of this man, the demon, shouting Belial, Belial.
It has. Okay. And what did he do?
Yeah.
Did he run? Did he run? Did they stay there, or did they try to communicate with it, or what was his reaction?
Irene vuole sapere la tua reazione. Siete scappati o avete cercato di parlargli a questa voce?
No, scappati no, però abbiamo stoppato l'indagine per prenderci una pausa dopo questa manifestazione.
They didn't run, but they tried to stop the investigation, just to pick up a bit themselves, because they were quite frightened, I suppose.
Yeah.
It would
I
be.
should imagine so.
I would be anyway. Even now, you're making me frightened.
Ask him, what does he feel these demons or negative entities are? Does he have any theories?
Marco vuole sapere, tu cosa ne pensi di questa negatività che c'è, che vedi o che senti quando vedi queste cose, e che pensi che siano?
Ecco, in questo caso, a differenza dei volgarmente chiamati spiriti o fantasmi, penso che angeli e demoni siano delle entità invece intelligenti e che hanno la volontà di interagire, quindi o di far male o di far bene. Io non ne ho paura, ma comunque quando li troviamo in questi luoghi, io penso che qualcuno ce li porti con dei riti o comunque delle preghiere strane.
He says he doesn't. He's not frightened of them. He says he thinks that he knows that they are not all normal spirits, normal ghosts. He says, but they are voices. They are somebody calls for them, for telling them something. They are intelligent people. Intelligent things are there. Voices, faces, or I don't know, beings. That someone is calling for them, for telling something. And he says he calls them demons, angels. He says someone calls for them. That's what he thinks.
Okay. Well, this was actually in the castle that he was talking about earlier, was it? Where the alchemist was.
Irene vuole sapere se tutto questo è stato l'hai ripercorso in questo castello che siete state di recente o ad altri posti?
Ad altri posti. La voce Belial si è manifestata in un'abitazione privata.
Oh, he says the manifestation of this Belial has been in a private house, whereas the lady and the cavalier was in the Rocca Ubadinesco, whatever it is.
In the castle, yeah.
In the castle, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So how often do they get called to private homes?
Vi andate in case private molto spesso o no?
Fino adesso ne abbiamo fatte 4.
Up to now, he says, it's been 4 private houses.
4 private houses. And going back to the demon, the house with the demon in, was she getting paranormal activity, or what was happening with her that made her call them in to do an investigation?
Irene vuole sapere la casa dove avete avuto l'impressione del Baal. Aveva lei vi ha chiesto o ha visto qualche cosa di paranormale lì?
Sì, ci hanno chiamato loro perché avevano degli spostamenti di oggetti nell'abitazione e soprattutto la cosa che ha fatto più spaventare gli abitanti è un campanello che suona da solo sempre a mezzanotte e mezza, fra mezzanotte e mezza e mezzanotte e 33, quindi nell'arco dei 3 minuti che va da mezzanotte e mezza a mezzanotte e 33.
Mezzanotte, mezzanotte e mezza, e mezzanotte...
Esatto.
E mezzanotte 33. He says the worst thing is, it was called by the people that were living there, and he says because they kept hearing things were moving, and also they were woken up by 12 to 12:30 or 12 to 33. They were ringing of bells.
Ringing of bells in the house?
In the house, yes.
Huh.
Well, that's strange. Yeah, very strange. Oh, so how did he resolve this one? Did he call in a priest to do an exorcism, or how did they actually solve the problem? Or did they solve the problem?
Irene vuole sapere, siete riusciti a risolvere il problema by fare un esorcismo o chiamare dei preti? Come siete riusciti a risolvere il problema?
No, noi non risolviamo il problema, nel senso che quando ci chiamano noi diciamo che noi possiamo andare a studiare e a verificare quello che c'è, anche perché non è sempre vero, magari è anche una sensazione del proprietario, e in quel caso, quando troviamo qualcosa, noi possiamo solo documentare che effettivamente è così. Poi non facciamo nient'altro, non liberiamo, non scacciamo, non facciamo nulla di tutto ciò.
He said that they don't do anything. When they're told to go and have a look, they go and investigate and see if it's true or not, because sometimes they get called and it's only a fake. And he says we go and check, but we don't do anything. We can tell them that he says we go there, we have a look, we see. They can tell them whether it's true or not, and that's it. That they don't do anymore.
So they get the evidence and then they just produce the evidence to the homeowner.
Yes, that's it.
To verify their claim that they have a haunting. Do they not what's the word? Oh God, my mind's gone blank now. Do they not recommend anybody there to the owner to go and help them?
No, Irene vuole sapere, non gli date nessun indizio di chiamare qualcuno, niente?
No, assolutamente nulla.
No, gli fate la verifica e basta.
Esatto.
They only verify what it is. That's as far as they go.
Yeah. Is this because they haven't got the ability to do a clearing or anything like that?
Irene ha chiesto, è perché che non avete l'abilità di pulire, di chiarire, o non lo volete fare, non l'avete mai fatto?
Non l'abbiamo mai voluto fare perché all'interno del gruppo c'è una delle sensitive che potrebbe farlo, ma non ci prendiamo la responsabilità di farlo perché evidentemente se dopo riaccade qualcosa, ma non per colpa di ciò che c'era prima, ma perché magari qualcun altro ha portato qualche altra energia negativa, avremmo poi noi la colpa di non essere riusciti. Quindi abbiamo deciso all'inizio di non fare mai questo tipo di attività.
He said in the group there is a medium that can do that. He says, but if it doesn't come out, it doesn't the work of somebody in the group has brought some negative influence, it might not help, and they don't want to be responsible for not the experience never coming out.
Yeah, I understand.
Does,
Yeah.
Has Carmelo ever had a spirit follow him home from an investigation?
Mark vuole sapere, hai mai avuto uno spirito qualcuno di dove sei andata a investigare seguirti?
No, non c'è mai successo di tornare a casa con un qualcosa addosso, e secondo la nostra teoria è perché noi ci andiamo comunque con molto rispetto e chiediamo il permesso prima di iniziare e ringraziamo quando finiamo.
He said this never happened because when they go, they ask first whether they can, and then when they go, they thank.
Okay, so they go in respectfully, asking permission to come and investigate, and then thanking the spirits when they leave.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, understood. Have they encountered any type of negative poltergeist activity, objects being thrown at them in any way?
Ha chiesto se vi è mai successo un'esperienza dello spirito, buttarti qualcosa addosso o prendetela con te o uno del gruppo?
No, addosso no, però nella Rocco Bardinesca e nel castello di Merdola, alla nostra richiesta di darci un segno, sono caduti sia un faretto da 6 kg, che è un faretto che proietta luce infrarossa, e anche un sasso a forma di triangolo a punta.
He said no, they'd never been thrown things at them, but in the castle he had, they asked to give him a sign, and a stone, a triangle shape, fell, and also one of their spotlights fell. But that was the sign that they gave.
So one of the spotlights got knocked over, and they had a stone thrown towards them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And it was the shape of a triangle.
It was like a triangle?
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
That's interesting.
It is, yeah. Even I am now.
Are you going to be able to sleep tonight, Maria?
No, never mind. I'm hearing this.
We deal with this all the time. Child's play.
Yeah. Has he ever been into any property, whether it's a castle or a house or anywhere where there's been witchcraft performed?
Sei stato mai in un castello o in qualche casa dove ci sono streghe o del genere?
No, in castelli con leggende legate alla stregoneria o alla magia, mai.
No, he's never been in anywhere with the magical potions or anywhere like that.
Only that castle where the alchemists used to live back in the 15th century then.
That's it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As the so which what so he does the castle regular, does he? Is it a regular place that they go and investigate?
Vai spesso ai castelli o questo castello qua o no? O hai fatto solo quello lì?
No, abbiamo già fatto da giugno dell'anno scorso. Ieri abbiamo fatto il compleanno, ieri era il compleanno del gruppo e abbiamo fatto un anno. E noi facciamo periodicamente un'indagine al mese, quindi ogni mese abbiamo un'indagine nuova.
He says he has been quite often, but not there. But yesterday, every year they have yesterday it was a year that the group was got together, and they celebrated it. But every month they do one of this investigation.
They do an investigation every month, yeah. Okay. So Italy being a dominantly Catholic country, does it find it hard to find locations where he gets the permission to go into?
Ha chiesto, siccome l'Italia è un paese cattolico, hai difficoltà a chiedere il permesso di andare a visitare queste cose, questi castelli, case o queste cose qua?
Allora, è molto difficile trovare i posti se non hai una buona reputazione. Il nostro metodo di ricerca, dalle prime indagini fatte, è piaciuto molto ai posti in cui andiamo, e quindi quando io mando le mail ai castelli facendo vedere tutti i video già fatti, di solito ci dicono sempre di sì.
He said it's very difficult in a Catholic country like that. He says, but he says if you're well organized, like he says when he sends emails to these places like Castle and things like that, and sends them the videos and the way he does it, they're well done. It's quite easy for them to accept. They don't say no.
Yeah.
Have they ever investigated different types of locations? Not say a building or like a castle, but either an open area. I'm trying to use an example here because I don't know the area. If there's any areas where maybe there used to be a building, but maybe has activity, something other than a home or a castle.
Sei mai stato in posti, siete mai stati dal gruppo, tu solo, in posti che non sono case o castelli, ma posti dove c'è la presenza di una casa che poi è stato tirata giù o è rimasto solo niente, ma c'è una presenza di qualcosa di?
Allora, indagini in posti abbandonati o così all'aria aperta, come penso che voglia dire Mark,
Esatto.
non ci andiamo perché non abbiamo mai la certezza di chi ha la proprietà di quel posto. Quindi non avendo i permessi e non conoscendo chi ce li può dare, non li facciamo, anche se ci sono dei racconti di leggende e quant'altro.
He says as he picked up, he says you open places and places like that. He says he doesn't go to these places mainly because he doesn't pick up anything, and also he said that no one has ever, even if he does, he has never done that.
I was just, as an example, there is Poveglia Island in Sicily, where they used to take the plague victims out to die and leave them on the island. And there are a lot of burials out there in the field. So I'm thinking of a location like that might have had a lot of negativity, not negativity per se, but a lot of emotional trauma.
Sta parlando di una isola in Sicilia. Dove
ti interrompo perché ho capito di cosa parla, ma non è in Sicilia. Poveglia è in provincia di Venezia.
È quello che pensavo anch'io, però ho detto fammi capire prima.
È al nord Italia, e Mark, così mi fai svelare tutto, perché quella è un'indagine prevista nel 2018. Abbiamo scritto al comune e sembra che sia favorevole. Non è ancora sicuro, ma questa era una novità che dovevamo tenere nascosta, però visto l'occasione di parlare con voi ve la svelo, e sarà sicuramente un'indagine per il 2018.
Well done. He said that it's the island that Mark is talking about is not in Sicily, but it's in near Venice. And he said he was keeping that secret, but he will tell you because he's doing that, and he's already asked the council, and they've given him a go-ahead. He's going to do that with the group in 2018.
Well done. Congratulations. And yes, I don't know why I said Sicily. I knew it was in Venice, and I said Sicily. It's middle of the week. That's all I can say. But tell him I am insanely jealous.
Ha detto che è geloso, è invidioso di quello che farai nel 2018, perché lui sapeva che era vicino a Venezia, però ha detto che non sa perché, ha detto Sicilia.
Forse perché io sono siciliano. Forse perché io sono siciliano, e poi gli puoi dire che se vuole venire come ospite, lo faremo venire come ospite.
He said probably because you know that he's Sicilian, and he says he would be pleased if you would go as a guest.
Mark, we're going to Italy on 2018. We can go to Venice. That's where Lucia lives, up near Venice, isn't it, Maria?
Yes, Lucia is not far from there.
Yeah.
2018? Heck, give me the dates and I'm going to make it work.
We go up to Venice, and then after that we go down to Pontone, huh?
That'll work.
Yeah.
Mark, Carmelo.
Sì?
Hai capito? Ha detto che hai ospiti 2, Irene e Mark. Gli devi dire solo le date.
Tu chiedi se hanno un'assicurazione buona sulla vita?
He asked whether you have a very good insurance on life.
No.
Tell him I said life is wasted on the living.
Ha detto che l'assicurazione è persa su quella che vivono.
Perché lì è pericoloso per il cuore, per quello che succede.
Veramente?
Sì.
He said it's bad for your heart if you have a weak heart. He says for whatever happens there, he says it would be bad for your heart. So be strong.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd like to come. I'm sorry. I'll fall out of that.
We've got several paranormal teams over here in the UK at the moment. They are actually visiting there this year to do investigations. And we have we were talking with one of our guests last week. She's trying to get permission to do an investigation there. But at the moment, she can't get permission. She's just going to do an investigation in Venice instead.
Oh, I see. Ha detto che anche loro in Inghilterra hanno dei paranormali che stanno cercando di andare lì, ma non hanno avuto ancora nessuna risposta. Però uno di loro andrà a Venezia per vedere lì, per investigare un po' lì.
È un po' difficile adesso perché il comune ha circondato l'isola con delle recinzioni, e c'è sempre la polizia di mare che sorveglia l'isola nei suoi limiti. Prima si poteva andare anche magari di nascosto, ma adesso non si può più.
He says that it is very difficult to go there at the moment, mainly because the police is surrounding the place itself, and before you could go, but not now, not anymore.
The problem with places like this and paranormal teams, like also with many historical places in England, there are not only England but America as well, there are these paranormal teams that do not respect the property. And that's what causes the problems for other paranormal teams that do respect the property.
Ha detto Irene che ci sono anche dappertutto, non solo in Italia, non solo in Inghilterra, ma anche in America, questi posti così, le persone che praticano il paranormale, ci sono certi che non sono tanto educati, e per questo tutte queste cose succedono, e quindi la polizia cerca di non far entrare nessuno o chi vogliono loro.
Sì, in effetti in Italia ci sono molti gruppi, c'è molte persone che creano gruppi solo spinti dalla passione, però non vogliono investire tempo, denaro e sacrifici come facciamo noi, e quindi fanno le cose per gioco e vanno in tutti i posti abbandonati d'Italia dove è facile entrare, dove è facile fare delle foto, dei video, ma poi effettivamente non hanno neanche le attrezzature idonee per farlo e quindi poi inventano quelli che sono i video inventati che se noi esperti del settore li analizziamo, li smascheriamo subito e per colpa di queste persone qui che lo fanno così per gioco e non per passione vera, molti comuni impediscono poi l'accesso a questi locali ed è per questo che noi nei posti abbandonati non andiamo mai, proprio per questa teoria che abbiamo che se dobbiamo andare in un posto tutti devono sapere che siamo in quel posto perché se succede qualcosa almeno abbiamo l'aiuto di chi può intervenire.
He was saying that happens in Italy because lots of groups are fake themselves as paranormal and they spoil everything for everybody else. And he says that's why they want to do things properly and they tell everybody before they go there so at least the council can trust them. Because a lot of these people go there with not the right equipment, and what happens? They make fake videos, and of course it doesn't help the people that really want to give the good work and the proper work, want to work properly, and it gives them a bad name. So they prefer doing the things properly, and the council believes them, I suppose.
Tell him that. Things are not that much different in America.
Mark ha detto non c'è nessuna differenza neanche in America, anche lì ci sono queste cose, queste persone che cercano di rovinare tutto per gli altri, solo per fare qualche soldo in più.
Il problema è che noi non facciamo neanche i soldi, cioè noi facciamo tutto gratis, quindi a differenza forse di Inghilterra e America, dove qualcuno lo fa per soldi e dove magari è diventato proprio un'attività anche riconosciuta. Qui in Italia non è un'attività riconosciuta e nessuno dei gruppi né grandi né piccoli prende soldi. Ecco perché non sono disposti a investire in attrezzature e sacrifici, perché anche noi che lavoriamo da lunedì a venerdì, poi passare tutto il sabato fino alla notte, fino alla domenica, è pesante, però lo facciamo con la passione, però non prendiamo soldi.
He says a lot of people make money out of these things, but he says they don't because they do it because they're passionate about the things. But a lot of people do ruin things mainly because they make money out of it, like they do probably in England and in America. They do it for money, or they get paid for it, but they don't apparently. But that's why in Italy they don't do that sort of thing.
And that's why we respect investigators like him and others who are respectful and we do it right, because there's so many of them out there that give us a bad name, and we have to fight for our reputations to continue to do this. So many paranormal locations are closing their doors to researchers because of all the fake groups and people not respecting the locations.
Ha detto Mark che sono persone come te che vengono rispettate da loro perché tanti di loro sono della falsità e per questo stanno rovinando anche il teatro a loro, perché loro cercano di fare le cose per bene, come le fai tu.
Esatto,
Ecco.
esatto. E i gruppi più seri vanno sempre avanti e ottengono i risultati. Coloro che lo fanno per gioco o che vanno a fare le ricerche con i telefonini e gli attrezzi inventati hanno poco futuro.
He says the serious people like us, he says, will get through because these other people that do it with the little mobile phone and things like that, they have very little future.
Yeah, exactly. They'll be gone next week.
Esatto, ha detto.
Yeah.
First, Mark.
Yes, go
Can
ahead.
we do that? In this country, in the UK and in America, there's what we call event groups, event organizations, where people... Event organizations, where people pay, members of the public actually pay money to go and investigate with the event organization, the event organizer. that's one of these words, event organizations to look to do a, what is it, Mark?
It's a public investigation. They get big groups together to go in and allow the public to do an investigation. Of course, the public pays. They make a lot of money off of it.
Yeah.
Ha detto Irene, ci sono posti in Italia come ci sono qui in Inghilterra fanno degli eventi dove organizzano gruppi di persone, pubblico, che vanno per queste investigazioni. Ci sono così in Italia?
Noi ne abbiamo fatte un paio e ne faremo ancora nei castelli.
Pagano,
che
però.
Pagano il castello, però non pagano noi.
He said that these events that he does, organization where people can go and, like you said, they only pay for the entree to a castle or wherever they're going to go, but they don't pay them.
They don't pay them.
Okay,
No,
so
they only pay the entree to for example, they're going to a castle. They only pay the ticket to enter the castle, but they don't pay the paranormal group.
Oh, I see. No, here what the paranormal event group, the event organizations do, they advertise that they've got a castle or something like that, or a historical place, and people pay money to go there with them, walk around, do an investigation, and things like that. And, they make quite a lot of money. It's a business. And it's not only over here, but it's in America. It's big in America too.
Ma gli eventi, c'è un'organizzazione che si chiama Event in Inghilterra, è un'organizzazione che fanno soldi e quindi chiedono se vorresti andare devi pagare. Loro fanno parecchi soldi in Inghilterra e anche in America. Non esistono in Italia, si vuole sapere.
Ci sono poche associazioni che fanno eventi del genere. Di solito quando noi facciamo un'indagine in un castello, dopo ci chiedono la conferenza o un convegno o comunque una serata con la nostra compagnia, la organizzano loro e fanno pagare un biglietto, però quei soldi vanno solamente a chi ha la proprietà del castello.
Ma a voi non viene niente?
Ogni tanto ci fanno una donazione, ma è molto raro che succeda.
He said that there are events like that in Italy, organizations that do this sort of thing, very little, but they ask them to go and do an evening of investigation, and when what they get from it, what they pay, it goes towards the people that the host of the event, but sometimes they get like a present, but not very much, and it doesn't happen very often.
Right, I see. Right, Mark?
With not only the groups, but there's a lot of television shows that are, especially in the U.S., that are very popular, and most of them, in my opinion, are garbage. Does he get very many paranormal television shows there in Italy?
Stavamo parlando dei programmi per televisione, dei paranormali che fanno in America, ne fanno tanti e secondo Mark non valgono niente. Ce ne sono tanti in Italia?
Allora, fino a qualche anno fa, sì, ce n'erano un paio, 2, 3 che andavano in onda ed sono molto seguiti in Italia. La mia opinione su questi programmi, io dico sempre che credo al 50% di quello che vedo, perché uno, ovviamente io non sono lì, e due, perché la TV è legata molto alla vendita della pubblicità qui in Italia, e quindi ho il sospetto che ci debba essere per forza un risultato, cosa che non è sempre così nella realtà.
He said there have been, for a couple of years, 2 or 3 years ago, there were quite a few. And he said that he's like you, he believes 50-50, he says. But with the television show, he says, you must have a result in some way or another. I can only believe it when I'm there, he says. But he says there are good things, at least it gets people to believe in it, to understand or follow it.
Well, he may be there at some point, very, very near future, because me and Mark and I, we have our own media company, and we are putting together a show which we will be taking out to Italy, won't we, Mark?
Yes, we're in development of a television show that's going to put a different spin on it, and we're going to be traveling around Europe. And Italy is one of the locations where we would like to work with Carmelo.
So that'll be on television show.
Allora, Carmelo, tu non ci credi tanto perché tu non ci sei, ma ci sarai abbastanza presto, perché hanno uno show anche loro che lo faranno in America, in Inghilterra, e uno dei posti sarà anche l'Italia, e tu sei uno di quelli che dovrai farli.
Io sono onorato di questo e non vedo l'ora. In realtà quello che volevo dire poco fa è che mi sarebbe piaciuto trasferirmi in Inghilterra o in America e continuare a fare questo tipo di attività, solo che se non vinco il 6 a Superenalotto prima non penso di riuscirci mai.
He said he's honored that you chose him. He says, and he would like to come to America or England to do this sort of thing on television. He says, but he says he never won any lottery. That's why he says I don't think he can do anything like that. But he's honored that you offered that you.
No, we will be coming to him. We will be coming to him, and we will film the show in Italy.
Ha detto che loro vengono da te e faranno il film, faranno lo show in Italia con te.
Ah, va bene, ok, ancora più onorato allora.
He's even more honored than he said.
Yeah, we will do one episode in Italy, maybe one in France, one in Germany. You know, we're going to go around Europe.
And we might also we also talked about the idea of maybe if we did...
Not too much, Mark, on the radio.
Oh, well, excuse me. Never mind then. I will keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, we can tell. We can talk about that later.
Okay.
Well, you can cut that out.
Yeah.
No. The reason is because you get an idea for a television show, and it gets pinched from underneath you.
Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah. He said that Mark and
Irene?
Carmelo, Carmelo Irene e Marco hanno detto che loro c'è un programma che faranno in Italia e lo faranno con te.
Ok, ne sono felicissimo.
Fanno tutto lì, l'Italia, Francia, Germania, però ha detto che tu farai quello con loro in Italia.
Va bene, ne sono felicissimo.
He's very happy about it.
Good.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Anyway, so where were we now? Oh yeah, television shows. Yes, television shows. I've forgotten what I was going to say now. Sorry, listeners. Boing. Well, Mark knows how television. Mark was in the film business, so he knows exactly how things are put together. Don't you, Mark?
Oh, yes.
And there is a lot of fakery that does go on to give that scare factor to the viewers.
I have a lot of contempt for the Hollywood and production industry. Well, let's change the subject a little bit. Ask Carmelo, when they're doing their investigations, what type of equipment does he prefer to use?
Carmelo ha detto Mark, quando andate a investigare, quando andate a vedere queste cose, che tipo di materiale usate?
Allora, il materiale che usiamo sono le classiche videocamere full spectrum. Abbiamo un paio di
Videocamere?
I understood that. Full spectrum video camera, yes.
Yeah.
esatto. Dei microfoni parabolici,
Parabolic mic.
microphone,
Yes.
the EMF meter,
EMF meter, okay.
Yeah.
the K2,
K2.
K2 meter, yes.
Yeah.
dei registratori vocali, recorder,
And the voice recorder.
Voice recorder, okay.
e dei kit di videosorveglianza, che sono videocamere infrarossi che si comandano da un pannello generale.
Infrared panels that you can
Yes.
use it from a panel, general panel.
Yes, exactly. For him and his group, what does he feel is the most compelling type of evidence that he can capture?
Per il tuo gruppo, cosa pensi che accattiva, compelling?
Well, what is the most compelling evidence or type of evidence? Does he prefer video, photographic, or even audio recording?
Important evidence.
Allora, cosa pensi che sia la cosa migliore per te usare? Video, la cosa più importante?
La cosa più
importante.
La cosa più importante per me è sempre la foto full spectrum.
He thinks it's the photo, the spectrum of photo, of the spectrum.
The full spectrum photos that he takes, yes, I understand that, because
that's the most compelling thing for him.
O foto dalla termocamera.
Or photo from the thermal camera.
Thermal camera photos, okay. What is his opinion of audio or EVPs?
Qual è la tua opinione della EVT? Non so che cos'è.
Gli EVP è molto importante per noi, abbiamo avuto un sacco di risultati. L'ultimo, due sabati di notte fa, all'ultimo EVP abbiamo ricevuto come risposta dalla Spirit Box: aiutatemi.
He says that it's very important for him. The UVT, you said.
EVP, electronic voice phenomenon.
That's it. He's even had a voice coming, very important for him. He says that because he's had a voice last thing he did at the castle. He says, "Help me." That's the voice he had. It was very important to him.
I heard him use the word spirit box there.
That's spirit box, yeah.
Yeah. Mark done an investigation in Colorado a few weeks back in a place called Cave of the Winds.
Cave of the Wind.
Yeah, Cave of the Wind. It is a cave system that goes underground. Mm-hmm. Okay. And he done an investigation in there, and he took right down underground
spirit box.
A spirit box. And it was so deep down, and he still picked something up there.
Ha detto che Mark ha usato una dello spirit box che tu usi, l'ha usato anche lui, è andato in una cava, in una grotta molto 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 profondo, e perfino a tanta profondità ha ricevuto la voce che tu parli.
7 o 11 the spirit box?
The spirit box era it was 7 or 11?
SB 7. 7.
I have the SBB 11.
Okay, he has the next generation up from that.
SBC 11.
The whole idea of the experiment in the Cave of the Winds was to see whether this spirit box could pick up any, because people say that what it's picking up is the radio waves, right? So he took it far deep down into the earth where there couldn't possibly be any radio waves for this spirit box to pick up, and yet it did pick something up.
Ha detto, ha portato questa spirit box nella cava dei venti, si chiama, e ha detto che per andare molto profondo delle onde, dove gli avevano detto che non si sentiva più proprio niente perché era molto profondo, eppure lui ha sentito e ha capito che ci sono talmente giù, tanto profonde, che è riuscito ad avere almeno un rumore, un qualcosa.
Sì, infatti è molto strano perché se non c'è frequenza radio è molto difficile avere il suono.
He says, in fact, it's very strange. He says that you got any sound because he says there is no frequency of radio, you wouldn't be able to.
Yes, and that's why I did the experiment, because the spirit box scans regular radio waves, radio station, FM, AM stations, so there's always room for contamination. But in the caves, we're 250 feet under solid rock. There are no radio waves coming through, and therefore there shouldn't be anything there. But there was. We got voices and music. Old-fashioned music, like from 100 years ago.
Ha detto così che ecco perché lui l'ha portato questo spirit box là dentro, perché nella cava, in una grotta, non avrai nessuna onda magnetica o un qualsiasi cosa del genere, pure lui ha sentito, eppure ha sentito anche la musica lontano del Settecento, una cosa del genere, vecchia musica, che non di adesso.
Allora, secondo i miei studi, lui secondo me si è trovato ad oltrepassare un portale temporale, in quel caso.
Portale temporale? Portal
sì, una dimensione temporale diversa.
He said he thinks that you have got yourself into a portal temporary. I don't know what that is.
Temporary portal. Yeah.
Temporary portal, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the point is, Mark will explain as well the history of this place, about the music, Mark.
Well, I don't want to go into too much detail for her to translate, just that what I find interesting is that they used to have bands down there when they used to do tours 100 years ago. One of the owners, who was an entrepreneur, would put a band, an orchestra down there to play music. And of course, 100 years ago, it's old-time music, and that's the type of music that was coming through the spirit box.
So they had events down there?
They had tours back 100 years ago. They would take tours of people down into the caves. And they had musicians down there to entertain them while they were down there.
Sightseers.
Yes.
Sightseers.
Yes.
Yeah. Avevano ha detto Mark che in quei periodi, in queste cave, in queste grotte, portavano alla gente a visitare come turisti e davano le sinfonie a 100 anni fa, musica di dell'era. Ecco perché lui dice che la gente andava lì a ascoltare la musica, e questo è il tipo di musica che ha sentito quando lui ha portato questa Spirit Box.
Ho capito. Io invece, quando usavo la Spirit Box 7 in un'abitazione privata, si è bloccata ed è arrivata una frase intera che dura 7 secondi, che in italiano dice: vengo a te perché voi siate, come se volesse dire vengo a voi perché voi siate consapevoli che io ci sono. E questa è un'anomalia molto rara per la Spirit Box, perché non si blocca mai.
He said that when he used this spirit box number 11, he said SP11. He said it was a private house, and the box stopped, but the voice that he heard was a very old Italian phrase. I come to you because you are there, because you hear.
Interesting.
Very strange.
Ask him, have they ever gotten voices in another language? I'm curious, especially with Latin, since that was so predominant in Roman culture for centuries. Have they ever received any voices in other languages or even Latin?
Ha detto che durante i tuoi eventi in investigazione, ha detto: avrai mai sentito parlare in lingue, anche in Italia, latino o altre lingue?
E al momento stiamo analizzando l'audio di un'abitazione privata di Livorno che stiamo avendo molte difficoltà perché dalla Spirit Box sono venuti fuori dei messaggi, ma attualmente non capiamo di che lingua si tratta. Sembra una lingua antica, però non capiamo quale sia.
At the moment they are investigating a captured voice and a language that they don't understand at the moment. And in Livorno, in a private house, and he says they still have to investigate and they still have to translate with this spirit box that they received a language that they really can't understand, but they are on the case and trying to find out what it said.
Interesting. You could tell them that, over here in America, we've recorded voices at times that sound like foreign languages, European foreign languages, but more importantly, we've captured a lot of Native American types of languages as well.
Like Indians.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Ha detto Mark che anche in America ha catturato delle lingue europee. And also anche la vecchia lingua dell'America, gli indiani.
Ho capito. Noi invece pensiamo che sia aramaico quello che abbiamo trovato, però ancora non siamo sicuri.
Ha detto che lui pensa che la lingua che loro non riescono a capire pensano che sia aramaico.
E magari glielo devi dire in inglese, però.
Aramaico, I don't know what is in Aramaic language? Aramaic? I don't know.
Arabic.
No, it isn't Arabic.
Amharic.
Amharic?
It's the language of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Aramaic.
So it's
Aramaic, yeah.
Aramaic.
Esatto.
See, okay. Interesting.
So this language that you got on the spirit box, you believe that's Aramaic?
Hai capito? Questa lingua che
sì.
Tu pensi che sia aramaico, pensi che sia aramaico perché lo pensi tu?
No, perché l'ho fatto ascoltare a persone che lo conoscono, che lo stanno studiando, e hanno detto che è molto simile all'aramaico.
No, he said it is not because of him, because he's asked people that are studying that language, and they think it's very similar to that Aramaic, or whatever language.
Ah, that is interesting.
But I think he knows a lot of yeah.
Yeah. I was going to ask a question, but now it's just gone straight out of my head.
I hate it when that happens.
It happens to me because at that moment I blocked myself. I got close.
I think it's an age thing.
Yes, it could be.
It is an age thing, you're right.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I was going to ask him. When he does investigations in houses, in homes, does he investigate the land that house stood on? What may have been there before that house was built? and the history of the house. If it's because a lot of houses in Italy are medieval. So
quando vai a fare questa investigazione nelle case private, fai l'investigazione della proprietà, del posto dove è, se c'erano altre case, perché in Italia ci sono case antiche. Lei pensa che case che possono essere ristrutturate o costruite sopra posti antichi?
Sì, infatti prima di fare le investigazioni noi studiamo anche il territorio e questa abitazione di Livorno è stata costruita su un terreno dove una volta c'era un cimitero, non si sa di quale nazionalità, ma molto antico.
He said yes, he does, and in this property of Livorno that he was investigating in, there at one time the soil was used for a cemetery, and he doesn't know what era that was built on.
Oh, a cemetery that was on the property. Okay. The what is on his? I don't know how this will translate. What is on his paranormal bucket list? What other types of locations does he really want to investigate?
Allora, ha chiesto Mark cos'altro vuoi investigare col tuo paranormale equipe.
Quali sono i miei prossimi obiettivi?
Sì.
I miei obiettivi gli obiettivi più grandi che abbiamo è appunto Poveglia, che forse ci riusciamo, sembra così. Poi vorremmo andare tanto a Montebello di Azzurrina, dove c'è la leggenda di Azzurrina, ma non abbiamo poi obiettivi così fissati. A noi ci piace farlo, quindi dove ci chiamano, dove riusciamo ad andare, l'importante è farlo una volta al mese, che così diamo adito alla nostra passione. Ecco.
He said that the most important subject of the moment is that they have on hand is Poveglia and Montebello di Azzurrina, which is a castle. But he says we like the subject and they go wherever they asked. That's why they follow it, because they are passionate about it.
Has Carmelo thought of or looked into investigating locations in Europe?
Well,
Carmelo,
well, I mean, besides Italy, yes, north
the
of
UK,
him.
France,
north of him.
Carmelo ha detto, Mark, ti sei interessato ad andare oltre l'Italia, tipo Francia, Inghilterra, o ti fermi in Italia?
Mi piacerebbe in un futuro, invece di fare un'indagine al mese in Italia, magari farne 2 all'anno, ma all'estero, come in Inghilterra e in America soprattutto. Le altre nazioni non mi ispirano più di tanto, tranne Parigi, che ha la città sotterranea. Quella mi piacerebbe farla
quella dei romani, ho capito.
Sì, e starci una settimana di notte in tutta la città sotterranea.
He says the only places he is interested, he would like that, he says, is America and England, and Europe is not interested. The only place he's interested to him is Paris, which I know there is an buried underneath.
The catacombs. The catacombs.
The Roman style, because Roman, as we know, Paris was made as it is by the Romans.
Yeah, it's catacombs underneath Paris.
Yeah. Mm.
Esatto.
Mm.
Catacombs.
That's one place I'd like to go to. I've been to Paris many times, but I've never been in the catacombs.
I have.
You have? And did you get scared?
I did, yes, but I only went halfway and then I went away.
There's meant to be a child down there.
There is.
And she's perfectly mummified or something. She looks the same today as when she died.
I never got as far. I just went away. I was frightened.
You did. Well, this is it. We won't be able to take Maria anywhere where there's a ghostie, Mark.
Has Carmelo ever heard of there's a forest in Romania called the Hayu Baciu Forest?
Hayu
Baciu Forest in Romania.
Carmelo, hai mai sentito della foresta Hayu Baciu in Romania?
No, ma conosco il castello famoso del conte Dracula, però non della foresta.
He doesn't know about the forest, but he knows about Dracula Castle in Romania.
Right.
Yeah.
There is a forest in Transylvania County in Romania that has a lot of paranormal activity. It's one of those places that I really want to go. There's a clearing in the forest. It's a huge circle where no trees grow. And several paranormal groups have gone there, and they have recorded very strange EMF readings. They've seen balls of light. They've been physically touched, or one guy was even thrown on camera. Very high paranormal activity. It's one of those type places that I really want to go investigate.
Mark, ci piacerebbe andare in Transilvania, c'è una foresta lì che c'ha un cerchio e c'è tanto paranormale là dentro. Amici, altra gente è andata lì e ha detto che hanno visto fiamme, si sono sentite toccare, e uno è stato anche perfino buttato da una parte e dall'altra. E ha detto,
digli a Mark che possiamo andarci insieme quando vuole.
He said he would like to come with you whenever you want to.
He is more than welcome.
Then we'll have to take you, Maria, as well, to translate.
You're joking.
Yes.
Ha detto che sarebbe, sì, ti porterà, sarebbe piacere, ma non me, però.
What about UFOs?
Well, I was going to ask...
Vi do anche un'altra notizia. Nel 2017, quest'anno, ad ottobre, mi ha sfidato il gestore di un castello, il castello di Bardi, che è anche un altro castello famoso in Italia, dove c'è la leggenda, in provincia di Parma, dove c'è la leggenda del fantasma di Moroello, il cavaliere Moroello e la principessa Soleste. Sì, mi hanno sfidato a restare dentro il castello una settimana da solo, quindi 7 giorni e 7 notti, e io ho accettato la sfida pubblicamente, quindi a ottobre passerò una settimana da solo dentro questo castello.
A ottobre?
Sì, a ottobre.
Well, he's accepted in October, he
invitation.
Has to stay there. He has instigation. Yes, he's been instigated to go there, to stay there a week in this castle of Parma. Bardi is called, and in there is a cavalier of Marocello and the lady Soleste, and he's got to stay there a week
on his own.
On his own.
Wow.
Just by hearing it makes me feel
Farò le dirette su Facebook, quindi lo potranno vedere anche loro poi.
You can see him on Facebook as well, Irene.
Oh, good. He's going to stream it. Great. That'll be good. Right. So, when that happens, we'll point everyone to that Facebook.
Most definitely.
Streaming so they can see.
Well, you started to ask something, Irene, which was along the lines of what I was going to ask. If Carmelo has experienced other types of strange activity not related to ghosts, specifically anything involving UFOs.
Carmelo,
Sì.
ha detto Mark, Irene ti ha chiesto se hai avuto esperienza di spiriti, ma hai mai avuto esperienza con UFO?
Con UFO dici? Noi all'interno del gruppo abbiamo Brian, è un ragazzo del gruppo che studia esclusivamente da quando, anche lui da quando era giovane, è documentato su tutti gli avvistamenti, su tutti i termini, le tipologie, su tutto quello che riguarda il mondo UFO. Io personalmente durante un'indagine al castello sono riuscito a vederne uno, ma non ho fatto in tempo a prendere la videocamera. Però abbiamo un documento di una nostra follower che ci ha inviato un mese fa, dove pensiamo di averlo catturato.
He said that he's never had personally any dealings with this, but they do have a sensitive of Brian, his name is, and he's interested in all this UFO thing. And they also have somebody that sent him messages of that sort of thing that have been seen, and he saw something, but he's never was able to capture it on camera or anything.
There was at least one case that I worked on that was an extreme haunting case, yet my client one time saw what she swears up and down, an alien in her bedroom. And it looked like one of those gray aliens. And yet, that was the only other time that we had any other type of activity besides ghostly phenomenon.
Ha detto che uno dei suoi clienti ha avuto un'esperienza del genere, che ha visto nella sua camera da letto un alieno che era tutto grigio. È l'unica volta che loro hanno visto una cosa del genere. E tu che cosa hai visto?
Io ho visto semplicemente una luce rossa che da cielo arrivava a terra, che da terra ritornava in cielo a una velocità allucinante, che non ho avuto neanche il tempo di aprire lo sportellino della telecamera e premere rec, che era già sparito.
He said he's only had the experience of seeing a bright light coming from the sky down to and then go back again, but in a very strange speed. And he said he didn't have it was so speedy thing that he didn't have the time to open even the camera.
That's usually the way it works, doesn't it? Does Italy have any stories of strange creatures? Like in America, we have Bigfoot and a few other creatures, and in the UK,
Mothman,
Mothman, and there's even some in the UK. But does Italy have any legends of strange cryptid creatures like that?
Ci sono delle leggende in Italia di strani figure che, come in Inghilterra o in America, hanno visto dei figurini, o qua per esempio hanno visto delle luci, come in Inghilterra hanno visto come sigari. In Italia non ce ne sono.
Non particolarmente, non si sono sviluppate leggende particolari su creature particolari. L'unica che io ricordo è quella di un uccello molto grande, con le ali molto grandi, bianco, che è stato avvistato qualche volta, ma non è proprio una leggenda sviluppata, cioè ancora sulle creature non abbiamo molte leggende.
He said the only thing that he'd ever heard, a legend he heard in Italy, was about a big white bird with very big wings, and that's all he says, but he's not heard of anything like that develop or anything like that.
That's very strange. A lot of countries usually have a lot of different mythic creatures, but I've never heard anything from Italy or in that area. So interesting.
Yeah, it's like also lake monsters. You know, America's got its lake monsters. Australia's got lake monsters. Canada, we've got Loch Ness.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Nessie and things like that. Nothing like that in Italy either.
Ha detto ci sono dei, come in Inghilterra c'è il mistero del lago di come si chiama? Di Loch Ness, esatto. In Italia non ce ne sono cose simili?
No, non ci sono ancora leggende simili.
No, there is nothing like that at the moment.
Okay. Boring, but okay.
For the moment, well, we got lots of ghosts probably.
Enough.
Definitely a lot of ghosts in Italy.
I think they've had enough of that.
Has he ever considered, and I don't know if you even can, they may not even allow it, but considered investigating, say, an ancient site like Pompeii?
Ha detto, hai mai pensato di andare a investigare cose tipo posti come Pompei o il Colosseo, posti importanti?
Io sì, ci abbiamo pensato e ho provato anche, tu dovresti conoscerlo, a contattare chi gestisce il cimitero delle Fontanelle a Napoli, per esempio, che è un luogo storico importante. Ma al sud Italia soprattutto c'è il problema della religione della religione molto sviluppata che non va d'accordo col paranormale.
He said he has thought of it, but he says he would like to go to the Fontanella, the one in Naples. He says, as we all know, because of religion, it's very developed religion down in the south, and they don't believe in paranormal very much.
Shame. Yeah, we deal with that here in America too, in the Bible Belt.
Yeah. Anche loro in America con quelli che leggono la Bibbia, queste cose qua, quei seguaci della Bibbia. No?
Sì, i posti sacri purtroppo in Italia non ce li fanno toccare.
Sacred texts are not to be touched in Italy.
Yes, I can imagine, especially with the Catholic Church right there.
Exactly, yes.
And we all know what happened to people who went against this Catholic Church, like Galileo and...
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, they don't quite burn people at the stake anymore, but, still, you don't want to incur their wrath. I understand.
Well, I don't know, but people like the one that wrote what was his name, that film that they came out with, Rose, I can't remember.
The Rose of Christ, wasn't it?
No, the monastery of Il Mistero of the Rose.
Oh, yes. There was that movie with
Rose, whatever it's called.
With Sean Connery.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, they did that, so that was a mystery as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was more of a mystery than it was anything paranormal.
Yeah, to do with monks. It's really strange. That was.
Yes, The Name of the Rose. Yes, wonderful
The
movie.
Name of the Rose, that's it, yes. They did with that.
Umberto Eco wrote that.
Umberto Eco, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, fantastic. We're kind of running towards the end of the interview here. Did you have any other last questions, Irene?
No, except I'll see him in Italy when I get there.
Carmelo, tell us how people can find your group or get in touch with you.
Carmelo, come ti possono trovare o come possono mettersi in contatto con te?
Andando a visitare il nostro sito, che è www.italianparanormalresearch.it.
Would you mind? Puoi dirlo piano perché lo scrivo.
Sì, www.italianparanormal.
Yes. I understand. It's Italian Paranormal Research.it.
Esatto.
IT for Italy. For Italy.
www.
www. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Italian
Italian,
Paranormal Research.
esatto.
IT.
And mail is Italian Paranormal Research @gmail.com.
Italian Paranormal
gmail.com.
Research, full stop,
At
at Gmail.
Gmail.com. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Well, Carmelo, thank you so much for coming on the program tonight. It was an honor to speak with you. It was a lot of fun. And we definitely will want to look forward to researching with you in the future.
Ha detto che ti ringrazia tanto e spera di fare ancora più ricerche con te.
Ringrazio altrettanto io Mark, Irene e te Maria per questa fantastica serata e queste 2 ore passate insieme.
Thank you.
He said he thanks you all for this an hour and a half or 2 hours together. He enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, great. Well, thank you. Okay.
Thank you all. And Carmelo, ti ringrazio per la pazienza che hai avuto con me e grazie per aver avuto tanta di quella pazienza con me. Va bene?
Ma figurati, è stato un piacere.
Right. Okay. Carmelo, you can hang around if you like and just listen to this, but I want now for Maria to talk about the Ravello story.
Ravello story?
Yes, that you sent me.
Oh, the one I sent you? Hold on a minute. I'll get the book.
Okay, we thank Carmelo. Oh, God almighty, where did I get that from? Carmelo for coming on the show tonight. It was really great guest, and I hope all our Italian listeners are going to absolutely love the show. But we got one last little thing. We want to talk to Maria about a place that I love. Every year I go to Italy. I go to the Amalfitana coast, to Ravello, Scala, Pontone, all around there. And Maria's going to tell us something about Ravello itself, up in the mountains above Amalfi. You there, Maria?
I am, yes.
Okay.
What would you like me to tell you? The story of the village?
Yeah. How long have we got, Mark?
I got 15 minutes.
15 minutes. You've got to do this in less than 15 minutes. So just skip across it.
Well, I haven't got much to say, really. It's a lovely village, and it's very famous for its villas. Villa Ruffolo and Villa Cimbrone. And it's a 10th century palace, or villas. And it was a Roman retreat where they used to, all the big people used to go there, emperors used to stay there. But one of them is a very strange thing there, that a lot of people, there's a treasure apparently buried somewhere. And because of this treasure, children were killed. And it's always innocent little children were killed because they were the angels and of that palace. So they had to be keep this gold treasure. And I don't
this
know very
is
much.
the Villa Ruffello, isn't it?
It's in Ravello, yes.
Yeah, the Villa Ruffello in Ravello is the palace. Yeah?
The villa that you're talking about is Villa Ruffolo, and it was a Villa Ruffolo, and that is the treasure that you were asking me about, isn't it?
Yeah, and because of this, there was murders, weren't there, took place. And like you say, mainly children.
It was mainly children, but this one was a young child that was never found. It was really this alchemist that was he wanted to be in charge of this treasure, and it still hasn't been found. And it involved the whole of the surrounding of the Amalfi Coast, and one of those was Sant'Eustachio. one of the church of San Eustachio. Excuse me. And that's it. That's all I can tell you, but I haven't read the story so much. I can't remember. Do you remember about it?
Well, you know the well in the square? Is it the well?
Piazza Fontana, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Apparently that is the position where they murdered the child, or was it the father of the child? And they took the child, had to be blonde or something.
Had to have blonde curly hair and blue eyes.
Yeah, and this particular child did. And they took the child from the father. I think they killed the father there, and then they took the child, and the child was never ever seen again. But also they imprisoned people in the the ruins. What's the ruins above Pontone?
It's what is it called? A cathedral. It used to be a cathedral.
Yeah. And
the one you're talking about, the alchemist, was in Palazzo Ruffolo.
Yeah.
That's where he was.
Yeah, but it was all in the book that you sent me, the booklet that you sent me, the cathedral, before it was ruins, obviously, in its heyday, where people were held there for some reason, and it was all tied in with this story of this child that went missing, and because of the buried treasure, and the alchemist wanted to get his hands on the buried treasure. So there was quite a few murders.
Hooded and blindfolded, and then he was immediately locked up in a house nearby. The men waited for a night, and it was pitch dark. The little boy was taken to the palace of Del Toro, where he was kept there for 3 days. And the following day, the people of the village finally realized Honorio had disappeared. That was the child's name.
Yeah.
Thus, a desperate search for the child began all the way around the village. But the alchemist then came the terrible night when the alchemist went to Palazzo del Toro, practiced the exorcism. He covered the little boy with water and made him drink a poison. He dressed him into a red velvet garment, and then he ordered the men and women to repeat after him some words in Hebrew, which they were unable to understand. Throughout all this, smoke arose from his hands, and there was a smell of incense. The men were astounded, and their eyes were wide open in amazement, full of the fire of hell, while they could see all the wealth of the hidden treasure in the bloodshed. The alchemist ordered the little boy to be taken to the Palazzo Ruffolo near the well in front of the monastery tower. Silently, then the men moved along the estate lying between the cathedral and the palace. There was a full moon that night, according to the legend. Not a dog was heard, and it was awfully silent. A crowd of shining stars seemed to shed tears for what was going to happen. When they reached the well, the alchemist knelt down, turned his dark crown like eyes towards the sky, and then started to say all the incomprehensible words of the ritual. He ordered the 2 men to hold the body of the little boy, and he was lying unconscious. He drew his sword, which shone brightly under the moon, pitilessly cut the head off the little boy's body, and finally tore his heart out of his chest with all his might. The women attempted to cry, but the men stopped them and covered their mouth. The alchemist lifted his brass rod to the sky and then showed them where they should start digging in order to recover the treasure, which for centuries had been hidden in the palace. The digging went on all night long until it was dawn. The alchemist, tired and furious, ordered the multitude body of the little Onofrio to be buried far away from the village. never to be seen again. The women had witnessed this crime were really shocked and never thought such an evil thing could have been done, and never found the body anyway. At the end of the story, Andrea Bonadis, which is in Ravello, observed, kindness, sir, to this, what kind of person could do this, he said. And that was it.
Yeah, that's it in a nutshell. And you know something, Mark? I didn't know about this story at the time I wrote Demons Dwell, because I hadn't spoken to Maria since we were young girls, you know? And so I wrote Demons Dwell all those years ago. And when I got back in contact with Maria, which wasn't that long ago, really, wasn't Maria? About 2 years?
Yes, it was 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, 2 years ago, she sent me over this book.
Wow.
Well, I'll tell you
the story in Demons... Sorry, Maria. The story in Demons Dwell is about the murder of a sacrificial murder of a child.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And whoever wrote this is a cousin of mine, Maria Di Palma. That is the writer of this story.
Yeah, that's why you sent it to me, because it was your cousin's.
It to you. Yeah, it's a cousin. And the place that you were asking about, the cathedral, it's called Sant'Eustachio.
That's right. I can never remember the name, and I've seen it 1,000 times.
Yeah, it's a 9th century. It's of the 9th century cathedral.
Yeah.
And if you go, you have been up there, haven't you?
Yes. Yeah, I went up there when I was younger, back in the 70s. I haven't been up there much. Well, I haven't been up there recently because I don't think I'll be able to make it up there now.
Well, the thing is, if you up there at that time, it was one of those cathedrals that you could see from the sea, because it had a gold dome. And that's why loads of pilgrimage used to go up there. And I remember taking some of those guides, and nobody believed me, because when I showed them that only until I showed them that it was a heated cathedral. It had this Roman sort of
underground heating.
Underground heated, yeah.
Yeah. And now all it is is a shell.
Yes, it was a shell, because it was burnt. It was burnt by the Piccolomini, the people from Pisa during the Amalfitane Republic.
Yeah. It
was burnt. And you can still see the tubes of this heat, where the way the heat would go into that church.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and so anybody wanting to, or thinking where they're going to go for holiday this year, the Amalfitana coast, Ravello, Scala.
Ravello and, Scala. Scala is the oldest village there.
Positano.
Pantone.
Down the road you've got Pompeii and Vesuvius, and across the water you've got the Isle of Capri. So you couldn't want for more. Up the road, Sorrento.
Up the road is quite a way.
Well, we've run out of time, so want to thank, again, Maria, thank you for coming on and talking with us and acting as translator for tonight.
Well, I do apologize for my Italian, because I haven't spoken the language until I go there.
You've done very, very well.
And again, we want to thank Carmelo for coming on the show tonight, and want to thank everybody else for listening to another edition of Paranormal UK Radio, coming from
With a Difference,
live from Italy tonight. Italy, Paranormal IT Radio. And we'll be back next week with another episode. Until then, have a good evening, everybody. And Irene, we'll catch you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.